be guarded by 2 or 3 guys by a team. It's Jack versus whoever we're playing, defensively speaking. And we're going to see how that works for us today.
How do you do that while also being mindful of what Rashawn Engelman, Caleb McAbee, et cetera, can do but from beyond the arc?
Oh, we got to play hard. We got to play really, really hard and go from sort of a shrunken position to protect the interior to moving with great speed and intensity back to the perimeter to contest shots or to eliminate shot attempts by three-point shooters. It's a challenge. They're a top 5 team for a reason. They've got arguably the best big in the Southeast region, and they've got one of the best shooting teams in the Southeast region. So, you got to sort of pick your poison if you're a defense. What are we going to live with? First time we played them, we tried to impress upon our guys. Let's defend the 3. Got a little too spread out, let Arroyo go crazy. And then today we're going to try to flip that script a little bit and make sure that we can protect the rim paint and defend the free throw line, so to speak.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck today against the Trojans.
Great. Thanks, Cav.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Starting lineups headed your way when the AEC countdown to tip-off returns after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Don't go anywhere. Tip-off is next.
Trip Davis, marvelous, with the hands on one end and the guile to finish on the other.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This bounce feed inside, Browder right block through contact. He gets it to go.
Is Carson-Newman men's basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
To the cup, right hand leaner, rolls off front side. Jaws there for the tip. Who's hit it? Who's hit it? Carson-Newman celebrates.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Final strains of the national anthem wrap up here inside the Abney Athletics Center. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand for Carson-Newman and 5th-ranked Anderson as the Eagles look for their 4th all-time win over a top-5 team under head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Starting lineups go like this for 5th-ranked Anderson, who's 21 and 14-1 in the league. It is a 4-guard, 1-forward lineup for Jimmy Williams. The guards, A.J. Wright, one of the better point guards in the South Atlantic Conference, averages 5.2 assists per game. He's joined in the backcourt by the SAC's most prolific freshman scorer, Rashawn Engelman, 16.4 points per game out of Sacramento, California. And Mars Hill transfer Caden Dawkins, who averages 11.9 points per game. The 4th guard is Malachi Reeves, 6'4" senior out of Lexington, South Carolina, 7.3 points per game. The lone forward in the lineup, Osmar Garcia, 6'7" junior out of Sugar Hill, Georgia, 15.3 points, 6.9 rebounds per game for the Trojans, who have won 15 consecutive home games here in the Abney Center. Lights are out. Anderson's starting lineup being introduced. Carson-Newman has already been presented to the crowd here at the Abney Center. And the starting 5 for Carson-Newman is what you would expect. Jack Browder, Rylan Houck, Braden Illick, Khalees Fry, and Matt Bilbray for Carson-Newman. The Eagles with that starting 5 for a 21st out of 22 games this season. The only time that it was not utilized was the last time these teams got together. Back on December 14th, Carson-Newman was without the services of Braden Illick. That was the game after the Tusculum game where he rolled his ankle. He was held out of the starting lineup, and Anderson able to take advantage of his absence, especially inside. And granted, part of that was Carson-Newman's commitment to defending the area behind the arc, but Osmar Garcia Arroyo went for a career high in that game. So the lights are on. The Eagles are out on the floor in their road blue jerseys, blue tops, blue shorts, white numerals trimmed in orange on the front and back of the jerseys for Carson-Newman. Anderson, home white jerseys, white tops, white shorts, gold numerals trimmed in black for the Trojans here inside the Abney Athletic Center. It'll be Garcia versus Illick for the jump. Andy Eggers is our lead official. And we are set for basketball here inside of the Abney Center. Ball is in the air. Illick bounced the tip. Didn't really wind up in anybody's hands, and A.J. Wright ends up corralling it for Anderson, and the Trojans move left to right to open up this contest. Engelman, left elbow, 15-footer, back iron no. Houck up for the board on the right block for the Eagles. Carson-Newman moves it right to left. Browder brings it front court. He's picked up man-to-man by Malachi Reeves. Out to the head of the key, Matt Bilbray lost the ball, but to Houck on the perimeter. Houck around to Browder, right corner, contested three. Back iron, no good. Long rebound, Reeves, right baseline, 15 feet away from the basket. Trojans bring it left to right. Dawkins, left wing, right around a Garcia Arroyo screen. Garcia left block, draws a double team, passes out of it along the baseline. It's out of bounds. And last touch by Garcia. So his pass doesn't find the corner. It's a turnover.
Run it, Rollo.
And the ball returns to Carson-Newman. Engelman picks up Bilbray the length of the floor. No score, minute in. Illick left elbow. Chest pass left corner. Houck. Houck drive, dish, Fry, lost it, twists into a double team. Kick out, Illick left point, one dribble, extra pass, left corner. Houck, open look from deep. It's long. Fry poked the rebound, but Reeves controls it, and the Trojans bring it left to right. No score, 80 seconds in. A.J. Wright on the left wing for Anderson. Out to head of the key, Garcia. Bounce feed Engelman. Engelman down the right side of the paint. Gets it out to right wing with 15 to shoot. Trojans reset. Free throw line right. Gets inside, kick out Reeves, left corner, catch three, back iron no. Fry grabs the rebound, outlets it to Bilbray, but Engelman plays the role of safety and steals it at midcourt. Engelman off to Reeves left wing. Malachi Reeves backs into the paint, kicks it to Dawkins right wing. Dawkins, Mosey's right baseline, pass deflected by Fry, stolen by Illick in the middle of the lane. Still looking for a team to break the seal in this one. 2 minutes in, no score between Carson-Newman and Anderson. Bilbray off to Browder right wing, lob to Illick right block. Illick draws two to the ball, kicks out Bilbray head of the key. Bilbray drives on Garcia, stops left elbow, splits two, bounce out Houck left wing, out to Illick head of the key. He fires a straight-on triple. Bending, got the roll. First points in this one are from a Braden Illick three ball. 3-0 Eagles, 17:33 to go in the first half. Trojans onto the offensive end. Engelman, middle of the lane, left-hand teardrop, toilet bowls out, front side. Illick grabs the miss for the Eagles, and Carson-Newman brings it right to left. Illick head of the key, left-hand dribbles, takes it over to the left baseline. Garcia defends him. Drops it off for Houck. He's doubled. Houck lost it, got it back, goes up and lays it in with the right hand. 5-0 start for Carson-Newman. 5-0 lead for the Eagles. 17:02 to play in the first half. Trojans walk it over the timeline, right to the head of the key. Right, straight on, fires a three. Toilet bowls out front side. Garcia an offensive board. Flips it to Reeves in the right corner. Bounce it down to Garcia right block. Doubled. Garcia rotates out of it. Hop step into the lane. Kick out Reeves. Left wing three. On line but long. Houck the board left baseline. 5-0 start for the Eagles. 16:35 to go in the first half. Eagles work the basketball from right to left in the all-blue road jerseys. Bilbray. Lob to Illick at the top of the key. Garcia defends him tightly. Illick, one left-hand dribble, chest pass Bilbray, left point, 10 to shoot. Bilbray, zip it inside to Illick, 7 and 6. Back to Bilbray, left wing. Bilbray in traffic, drop it off, Fry right block. Pumps, gets his defender airborne, and he lays it in. 7-0 run to open up the contest for Carson-Newman. It's a 7-0 lead for the Eagles, 4 minutes in. Trojans have started 0 of 5 from the field. The Eagles are 3 of 5 from the field. Reeves out to Dawkins, left point. Dawkins bounces Garcia at the head of the key. One right-hand dribble, handoff right to the free throw line. Zips a pass, left corner. It's out of bounds. Carson-Newman ball. Quality start for Carson-Newman. 15:47 to play in the first half. 7-0 run for the Eagles to open up this contest. We return to the Abney Center. Eagles 3 of 5 from the field to start. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
7-0 start for Carson-Newman over Anderson. The Trojans have missed their first 5 shots. Meanwhile, the Eagles 3 of 5 from the field to open up this contest. And Carson-Newman has the basketball after a third Anderson turnover to begin this game. Browder out to Bilbray at the top of the key. Bilbray circles out to Fry right point. Nobody defends Fry on the perimeter. He's not attempted a three all season. Browder left baseline. Stop, zips Fry, back cutting right block. He's tied up, jump ball. Arrow will favor Carson-Newman. Good active hands by Dallas Jones to prevent the back cut and basket from Fry. Eagles with a second crack. Off the jump ball and 9 on the shot clock. Out. Inbounds Bilbray, right baseline, fades from 15, right iron, no, but Fry elevates and tips it in. 9 in a row to start this game for Carson-Newman. 9-0 Eagles, 15:15 to go in the first half. Trojans bring the ball front court. Left wing for Caleb Maccabee, out to Garcia at the top of the key. 2 right-hand dribbles, handoff right wing. Chest pass right corner, Engelman steps left, pump fakes a 3 out to right head of the key, 10 to shoot. Right around to Jones left wing. Jones drives left baseline, got his shot erased by Fry. Hauk's there for the rebound. Hauk back tapped as he brought it front court. Engelman has the steal at the free throw line. Engelman onto the offensive end, gives Garcia, spins inside on Illick, right hand, sends it up, it counts off the glass and a foul. Garcia with the spin cycle into the paint, draws a foul on Illick. His first on the Eagles. Anderson gets its first points, 5 minutes and 17 seconds into this game. Garcia eyes the basket. Free throw short off the front of the rim. 74% shooter misfires. Hauk grabs the miss, and the Eagles bring it right to left. Hauk out to Illick at the top of the key. Illick, left-hand dribbles against Dallas Jones, picks it up, swings it to Hauk, extra pass right wing, Bilbray. Bilbray out to Fry, left point. Fry, 2 left-hand dribbles, stops, pivots, passes, Bilbray head of the key. Bilbray steps left, open look from deep, missed it off to the right. Illick tips the rebound. Fry grabs it on the right sideline, but his foot was out of bounds when he possessed it, and it's Anderson ball. Eagle fans, AEC is your local electric co-op service you can trust and value, you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, where AEC, powering what matters most. Carson-Newman scored the first 9 in this one. Anderson down 9-2, 6 minutes in. Right, free throw line. Open look from 15. Back of the 10, no good. Hauk races into the left corner to grab the rebound, and the Eagles push tempo. Browder, left wing. Right around the Illick screen to the top of the key. He flashes for a triple. Missed it off the left of the rim. Dallas Jones the rebound. Left block for the Trojans. Jones takes it front court himself. Stops right wing and bounces to Garcia right baseline. Skip out to Maccabee left point. Over to Engelman in the left corner. Engelman, crossover dribble on Hauk. Engelman, right hand dribbles right around a Garcia screen. Leaps, passes, right corner. Open look for A.J. Wright. Back iron, no. Jones tipped the rebound. It's across the timeline. Bilbray chasing it down. And Bilbray sees it deflect out of bounds off of him back to Anderson. Longest offensive rebound you could ever see for the Trojans. Hey, Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. When you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Get a large one-topping pizza for $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Shamir Carruthers is in for Carson-Newman. Still no Colin Brown back for Carson-Newman as he recovers from an illness. And the Trojans have the basketball down by 7. 13-13 to go in the first half. Been a couple minutes since the Eagles have found the bottom of the bucket. Dawkins, left wing, right around a Moore's screen to the free throw line. Slaloms into traffic. Pulls up and cans a fadeaway 15-footer from the right side of the lane. 9-4, Eagles by 5, 12:53 to go in the first half. Trojans have scored 5 in a row. Eagles onto the offensive end. Bilbray off to Uosis left wing. Uosis, one right-hand dribble, underhand flip, Bilbray top of the key. Bilbray looks left, now right, underhand pass, right wing, Hauk. Gives it to Browder, top of the key. Browder, chest pass, Hauk, left wing. He tries a triple. Hauk buries it. That stops a 2.5-minute scoring drought for the Eagles. They're back up 8, 12-4. 12:24 to play in the first half. Trojans with it on the offensive end. Right down the right side of the lane. Gives off Maccabee cutting right baseline. Kick into the left corner for Reeves. Reeves around to Maccabee left wing. Mishandled on the exchange, but Dawkins tracks it down with 10 to shoot near the timeline. Dawkins down the right side of the paint. Got tripped by Shamir Carruthers. That is Carruthers first. The second on the Eagles. And the ball out of bounds with 20 to shoot for Anderson. Hey, Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Right to inbound from the right baseline. Fires straight ahead to Reeves on the right wing. Trojans set up shop head of the key with Garcia. Garcia loops to Dawkins, cutting middle of lane. Shot over Carruthers, finds the bottom of the barrel after a rattle. 12-6, Eagles by 6. 11:50 to go in the first half on the home floor of the number 5 team in the country. Bilbray over the timeline, right side for Carson-Newman. Bilbray loops it to Uosis, left point. Garcia out to defend him. Uosis hands off Bilbray between the rings. Bilbray pump fakes a 3, switches to Houck, back to Bilbray, left point. Bilbray 9 and 8. Out to Carruthers, head of the key, around to Uosis, right wing. 6 and 5. Drop it off Browder, right baseline. Shoots the 10-footer and swishes it. First points for Jack Browder. 1,861 for him in his career. It's back to an 8-point Eagle lead. 14-6 with 11:15 to go in the first half. Tone set with a 9-0 run for the Eagles to start the game. Trojans shooting 27% from the field compared to 55 for Carson-Newman. Out of the key, A.J. Wright off to Engelman, right side of the lane. Engelman kicks into the left corner. Caden Dawkins, open look from deep, halfway down and out. Reeves pings the rebound off the backboard, but right into Bilbray's hands in the middle of the lane. And the orange and blue move right to left with it, looking for their first double-digit lead of the day. 14-6, Carson-Newman in the lead. 10:47 to go in the first half. Carruthers, right wing. Into Browder in the right block. Browder back to the basket on Engelman. Spins right, shoots, scores, and one. Browder avoids the back tack from Dawkins, and Engelman got him on his wrist in the shooting motion. First on Engelman, first on the Trojans. Eagles up 10. 16-6, Carson-Newman. 10:37 to play in the first half. Eagles rocking and rolling to start this game at 5th-ranked Anderson. We're back to the Abney Center after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
10:37 to play in the first half. 16-6, Carson-Newman leads 5th-ranked Anderson. Double-digit lead for Carson-Newman. Anderson, 15 straight wins on this home floor, is the 4th longest active streak in the country. On that 15-game streak, they've only won one game inside of double digits. Carson-Newman leads by 11. 17-6 with 10:30 to play in the first half. Trojans shooting 25% from the field. Head of the key for Garcia, around to Engelman, left wing. Pump fakes a 3, steps right around to Carruthers, fires the triple, and it rattles in. 17-9. Trojans within 8. 10:14 to go in the first half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Illick, right wing with the basketball. Garcia defends him tightly. Illick, 2 left-hand dribbles, sends it to Fry, left wing. Fry, kick, Houck, touch pass, Illick, head of the key, straight on, triple, Drano! Braden Illick strokes the strings, back to an 11-point Eagle lead. 20-9, 9:50 to play in the first half. Trojans onto the offensive end. Left baseline for Garcia. Garcia, skip right wing for Dawkins, into the right corner, Reeves. Right baseline, drive on Carruthers. Carruthers stripped him. Carruthers brings it front court and stumbled as he passed to Houck. And it is into the scorer's table for Carson-Newman's third turnover. Ball back to the Trojans. Carson-Newman shooting 62% from the field. Anderson's at 31%. Anderson with the basketball back and an opportunity to cut the deficit back inside of single digits on this possession. Engelman, head of the key. Leaps, passes, left corner for Reeves. Back to Garcia up top. Garcia drives. Wild runner. Gets it to go. Count the basket. And a foul. He was a kamikaze on that drive to the rim. Illick picks up his second, team's third. And Garcia to the line, looking to make it an 8-point game at the stripe. Carson-Newman, a 9-0 run to start this game. Osmar Garcia has 4 points. The and one free throw is on the way, and it bends in. Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles, located in the MSAC Grand Hall. The Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. Visit them online at eagleshop.cn.edu. 20-12, Eagles by 8, 9:02 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman front court. Fry, free throw line. Drive, dish, Uosis left wing. Uosis bounces left block, Browder. He draws a double team. Browder gets out of it, sends it to Hauk left wing, 6 and 5. Hauk through the middle of the lane, stumbling, shooting, called for a travel. Turnover number 4 for Carson-Newman. Ball back to Anderson. Back-to-back possessions with turnovers for the Eagles. 20-12, Eagles by 8, 8:42 to play in the first half. Trojans onto the offensive end. Engelman, head of the key. He shoots a 3 and swishes it. 6-0 run for Anderson. 20-15, Trojans within 5. 8:25 to go in the first half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Crothers right corner. He fires a catch 3. Airballed it long. Garcia the rebound. Left block for the Trojans. Anderson races left to right. Garcia at the left point. Turns and hands off Dawkins right wing. Dawkins left around a Garcia screen to the top of the key. Fry pressures him at the top of the zone. Garcia gives Engelman. Engelman down the middle of the lane. Kick into the left corner. Nobody home. It's out of bounds to Carson-Newman. 5th turnover for Anderson. 7:59 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 20. Anderson 15. Trojans have scored 6 in a row. Eagles haven't scored in nearly 2 minutes. It was once an 11-point Eagle advantage, down to 5. Back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
After starting 1 of 9 from the field, Anderson has made 5 of its last 6 shots. And what was once an 11-point Carson-Newman lead, now down to 5. It's Carson-Newman ball out of the break after Anderson's 5th turnover. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand. Jay Adams running the show back inside of network control. And serving East Tennessee for 40 years, McGaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit McGahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. McGaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Carson-Newman ball out of the break. Fry on the left wing. Loops it to Browder, but it's intercepted by Garcia. Garcia down the right side of the lane into traffic. Can't finish in transition through Fry and Browder. Eagles grab the miss and bring it right to left, leading by 5. Browder, head of the key. Moves right, fires an open triple. Back of the rim, no good. Uosis had the rebound for a moment, but Reeves sealed him off, and Wright controls on the right wing. Right into the front court. He pulls from range from the left wing. It's off the mark. Houck rips down his 6th rebound on the right block. And the Eagles move it right to left. Haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. Anderson's in the middle of a 6-0 run, but Carson-Newman leads by 5. Fry, left elbow. Faces the basket. Flips it out to Houck. Touch it over to Bilbray, right wing. Engelman defends him man-to-man. Switch to Garcia. Lob it to Browder, left block. Back to the basket on Dawkins. Browder turns. Right hand hook. Browder got it. 7 for Jack Browder. 7 is the lead for Carson-Newman. 22-15. 6:45 to play in the first half. Eagles' first points in 2.5 minutes. Trojans front court. Yosis and Houck defend Garcia on the left baseline, and Garcia steps out of bounds as he turns baseline. Turnover number 6 for the Trojans. Shamir Carruthers back in. He replaces Khalees Fry. 6:34 to go in the first half. 22-15. Carson-Newman leads 5th-ranked Anderson. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, laser-focused on your success. Yosis, right wing, lost the handle on it. Right the steal. Right, down the left side of the paint, goes in. Browder, airborne, can't block it. Right finishes off glass. 22-17, Trojans within 5. 6:10 to play in the first half. Eagles work the basketball from right to left. Bilbray through the jump circle, brings it front court. Lobs it to Houck at the top of the key. Houck turns left, one dribble. Whips it to the left corner, Carruthers. Out to Yosis at the key. Bounce it inside Houck, left block. Houck turns right hand scoop, good for 2. 7 for Rylan Houck. 7 the lead for the Eagles. 24-17, 5:40 to play in the first half. Trojans onto the offensive end. Both these teams have 6 turnovers. Eagles have shot the better percentage. Right all the way to the basket. Misfires the layup. Garcia, offensive rebound, sticks it in from straight on. 24-19, Eagles by 5. 5:20 to play in the first half. Full court pressure on for the Trojans. Eagles break it. Houck, left wing. Underhand shovel, Carruthers out to the left corner, Bilbray. Bilbray, left wing. Oops it to Uosis, left elbow. Uosis skip into the right corner. Browder, too tall, out of bounds off his hand. 7th turnover for Carson-Newman. Ball back to Anderson. Trojans a 10-5 advantage in points off turnovers. Eagles 10 of 17 from the field, 59%. Trojans 8 of 20 from the field. That's 40%. Trojans with it front court, looking to get within a possession. Sentinel Moore lobs to the right wing, A.J. Wright. Right around a Moore's screen. Gets down the right side of the paint and lost the ball going up, but he was fouled by Ivaris Uosis. First on Uosis. 4th on the Eagles. And that foul ruled to be in the act of shooting. And the 71% shooter, A.J. Wright, to the line for 2, looking to make this a possession game after Anderson trailed by 11 early. Wright calmly buries the first. 71.2%, both for his junior season and for his collegiate basketball career. 186 out of 261 at the line all time for A.J. Wright. He's made it a 4-point game. One more free throw for A.J. Wright. And a chance to get the Trojans within a triple. Couple dribbles, spins the ball into his left hand, shoots it with his right. And A.J. Wright sinks it. 24-21. Eagles lead cut to 3 after they were up 11. 4:42 to play in the first half. Bilbray over the timeline, center court for Carson-Newman. Crosses over to his left hand against Dallas Jones. Bounce pass was kicked by Jones. Engelman was off and running with the ball. And the kickball call, an audible groan drawn from the Abney Center crowd. Good crowd on hand. Student section largely full across the way. 20 on the shot clock. 4:31 to go in the first half, and the Eagles up a triple. Browder right around a Fry screen at the top of the key. Goes down the right side of the paint. Off-balance runner, airballed. Rebound grabbed by Bilbray left of the lane. Second chance for the Eagles. Bilbray between the rings. Crossover. Straight on three. Falling away. Bilbray was online but strong. Jones elevates for the rebound for the Trojans. Anderson front court. A three would tie it. Eagles haven't scored in 90 seconds. Wright runs the point at the head of the key. Right around a Moore screen. Gets down the right side of the paint. Airballs the layup, but he's fouled. Body bump by Khalees Fry. That's his first. The fifth on the Eagles. Free throws coming for the Trojans and A.J. Wright. Anderson has whittled away what was once an 11-point deficit. Thanks in part to Carson-Newman's turnovers as Wright cans the first free throw, pardon me. The Eagles with 7 turnovers. Still shooting a good percentage, 53% from the field. But the lack of possession starting to add up in Anderson's favor. They've got a 12-5 advantage in points off turnovers. Second free throw for Wright. Falls off the front side of the rim. Fry grabs the rebound. Eagles protecting a 24-22 lead with 3:56 to go in the first half. 5 in a row for the Trojans. Bilbray at the top of the key. Gives to Houck left point. Houck twirling around on Jones. Gives back to Bilbray right wing. 10-9. Bilbray, one left-hand dribble. Baseball pass, Botts left wing. Give it to Browder left baseline. Browder deflects it out of bounds off of Maccabee on a loose ball. There's 3 on the shot clock, and it's Carson-Newman ball when we get back. 3:35 to go first half. Carson-Newman 24, Anderson 22. Trojans trailed 16-6 at the midway point of the first half. They've outscored Carson-Newman 16-8 since then. Eagles looking for a bucket to stop a 2-minute scoring drought when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
3:35 to go in the first half. 24-22. Carson-Newman holding on to a lead against 5th-ranked Anderson. Eagles scored the first 9 in this one. Got up by 11, but then Braden Illett got into foul trouble, picked up his second personal. And since he's been on the bench, Anderson has outscored Carson-Newman 16-8. 2-1 factor over the last 7 minutes for the Trojans to get within 2 with 3:35 to go. Eagles have the ball, but 3 on the shot clock. Houck inbounds, right block Fry, pumps, lays it up. Got a foul. Sentinel Moore picks up his first. The second on the Trojans. 2 free throws here for Khalees Fry. Fry spins the ball into his left hand. Shoots the first free throw with his right and misses long off the heel. Eagles looking to pump the brakes on a 5-0 Trojan run. And a 2-minute, 15-second scoring drought. Fry. Second free throw to make it a 3-point game. Nope, missed it off to the right. Jones the rebound. An 0-2 trip for Fry. Trojans bring it left to right. A 2 ties it. A 3 gives Anderson its first lead of the day. Right, top of the key, down the left side of the paint. Spins around, kicks Maccabee. Maccabee drive, dish, deflected by Fry into the left corner, but Wright corrals. Right baseline drive, kick out, right wing for Engelman. Back to Wright in the right corner, 10 to shoot. Wright, crossover dribble, left around the Jones screen, gets it inside. Hands off, Moore cutting to the basket. He lays it in, counted in a foul. The foul is on Rylan Houck. His first, team sixth. Moore ties the game. It's a 7-0 Anderson run. And Sentinel Moore, a career 59% free throw shooter, heads the line to look to give Anderson its first lead of the day. Moore's and one free throw is through. 8 straight for Anderson. Trojans by 1 for the first time. 25-24 with 3:04 to play in the first half. Eagles haven't scored in nearly 3 minutes. Bilbray, top of the key, right around a Fry screen. Bilbray stops, passes Fry right elbow. Back to Bilbray left wing. Dump it off Browder left block. Browder back to the basket on A.J. Wright. Turns right. Right-hand hook. Browder rattles it in. 9 for Jack Browder. That stops the 8-0 Trojan run. Carson-Newman back in front, 26-25. 2:35 to go in the first half. Anderson with it front court. Right down the right side of the lane. No look into the left corner. Dallas Jones, a 3. Barely grazes iron. Houck, a 7th rebound. Eagles front court. Browder outlets it to Botts to the rim. His layup blocked out of bounds by Sentinel Moore. It stays with Carson-Newman. Great close by Sentinel Moore in transition to redirect that one out. It stays with Carson-Newman with a 1-point lead and 2:21 to go in the first half. Osmar Garcia back into the game, replacing Sentinel Moore. Out gets it to Bilbray right corner. Bilbray lobs Fry top of the key. Fry chest pass Bilbray right wing. Left around a Fry screen. Gets north-south, kick into the left corner. Houck. Houck drives on Dallas Jones. Back to Bilbray left corner. Open look for a catch 3. Back of the 10, no good. Maccabee yanks down the rebound right baseline for the Trojans. Anderson brings it left to right, down by 1. Jones, backdoor lob on the alley-oop. Missed it. Whistle foul on Jones. Scrapping with Bilbray for the rebound. First on Jones, third on the Trojans. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. 26-25, Carson-Newman the lead. Minute 52 to play in the first half. At the Abney Center, home of the 5th-ranked Anderson Trojans. Yosis top of the key. Gives to Browder left wing. Drives on right. Gets the cup on Garcia. Missed the layup. Browder got his own miss. And it's swatted out of bounds by Dallas Jones. Luke Brennigan says he brought his hands forward. It should be a foul on Osmar Garcia Arroyo. Inbounds comes to Fry in the right corner. Gives to Matt Bilbray. Bounce back to Fry, cutting inside. Fry drives and gets fouled. It's on Dallas Jones. His second in the last 35 seconds. Fourth on the Trojans. 2 free throws for Khalees Fry. Looking to extend a 1-point lead. He missed his first 2, but he makes this one nothing but cords. 27-25, Carson-Newman by 2. Fry trying to make it a 3-point game. Spins the ball into his left hand, shoots it with his right, and the high-arcing free throw is down through the strings. 28-25, Eagles by 3. Fry has 6 points. 85 seconds left in the first half. Trojans onto the offensive end. Garcia doubled on the left baseline, backs it out to right left wing. Right baseball pass right wing for a Maccabee triple. Back of the 10, no good. Fry the rebound, left of the lane. Eagles bring it right to left. Bilbray, right wing. Jab step back 3, head of the key. Bilbray, long off the heel. Fry an offensive rebound, second chance for the Eagles. Out, off to Browder left wing. Browder, guarded tightly by Maccabee, 12 and 11. Out to Bilbray right point. For Uosis in the right corner. Open look from deep. He'll take the 3. Bending, halfway down and out. Rims out front side into Reeves' arms. 3-point lead for the Eagles. Trojans haven't scored in 2.5 minutes. Anderson front court. Engelman spins around left wing. Crossover on Bilbray. Twirls to the head of the key. Bounces on the screen and roll inside. Garcia, he charges through Uosis. It's a first personal on Osmar Garcia. 15th foul on the Trojans. Eagle ball. Anderson took the lead with an 8-0 run, their first lead of the day. Carson-Newman has scored 4 in a row, while the Trojans have gone 2.5 minutes without scoring. And now, with a 2-second differential shot clock to game clock, Braden Illick checks back in with 2 fouls. Bilbray brings it across the timeline and calls for time to set something up. 28-25, Carson-Newman leads Anderson. Eagles scored the first 9 points in this game. For Anderson, slowly but surely whittled away at it. Used an 8-0 run to grab a 1-point lead, but Carson-Newman's kept the Trojans scoreless over the last 2:43. And the Eagles lead the 5th-ranked team in the country on the road, 28-25, with 25.9 seconds left in the first half. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. Carson-Newman baseball won earlier today over Cedarville in Game 1 of the doubleheader, 4-3. Eagles up 15-2 in the bottom of the 5th of Game 2, looking for a 5-0 start and a sweep of a 3-game series with the Yellow Jackets. Here in the Amnesty Center, 28-25, Carson-Newman leads Anderson. The Eagles have made just one of their last 9 shots from the field. Trojans haven't scored in 2 minutes and 43 seconds as we've found ourselves mired in the offensive doldrums in this one over the last 3 minutes of the first half. 2-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Carson-Newman can play for the final shot of the first half if it chooses. Bilbray will be defended by Maccabee as he brings it across the timeline with 15 to shoot. 16 to play in the first half. Bilbray sends it to Illick at the top of the key. 8-7. Illick 6-5, holding it top of the key. Down to the right wing, Fry, 3-2. Bilbray left wing. Bilbray steps left, fires a 3. Didn't get it off in time. Shot clock violation. 1.5 seconds left in the first half. Anderson will see Jimmy Williams utilize his use it or lose it timeout. Anderson hasn't scored in 3 minutes. Carson-Newman hasn't scored in 90 seconds. The Eagles carrying a 28-25 lead with 1.5 seconds left in the first half. Carson-Newman looking to take a lead into the halftime locker room on the road against the number 5 team in the country. The Eagles have gotten 9 points from Jack Browder, 7 from Rylan Houck, and 6 apiece from Braden Illick and Khalees Fry. Osmar Garcia has 7 and 3 for the Trojans. Carson-Newman's +7 on the glass against an Anderson team that out-rebounds its opponents by an average of 5.8 boards per game. That's been a difference maker for the Eagles, as Carson-Newman has taken better care of the basketball. Anderson has slowed its scoring run. An 8-0 burst that saw the Trojans get up by 1 before the Eagles have responded with the last 4 in this one to take a 3-point lead. They put 2.7 on the clock, and Wright will inbound from in front of his own bench in the backcourt. Gets it into Maccabee at the half-court stripe. He heaves up a 3, and he airballs it. That's how the first half comes to a close. Quality first 20 for Carson-Newman. Eagles with a 3-point lead, 28-25. Headed into the halftime locker room against the number 5 team in the country. Anderson has not trailed at the half at home this season. See how these teams respond after halftime. 28-25. Carson-Newman looking for a 4th ever top 5 win under head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Eagle Shop halftime report heads your way when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagle Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime on the Eagle Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagle Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Fry takes it away from him. Fry runs the middle of the lane and throws it down with the right hand.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Adam Cavalier, happy to have you courtside here at the Abney Athletics Center, where Carson-Newman leads fifth-ranked Anderson 28-25 at the halftime break. First time that the Trojans have trailed at the half on their 15-game home win streak, or rather their 11-game home win streak this season. They've won 11 straight at home in this season. It's 15 games going back to last season. It's only during the 11 games that they haven't trailed at the halftime break. But Carson-Newman, quality first half, limits the Trojans to 36% shooting. That is noteworthy against the conference's number 2 field goal efficiency team and the second highest scoring offense in the league at 85.6 points per game. Carson-Newman got 9 points from Jack Browder, 4 of 10 from the field. He missed all 3 of his three-point attempts. Eagles as a whole are 3 of 13 from beyond the arc. Threes have been tough to come by both ways. Carson-Newman and Anderson a combined 5 of 24 from beyond the arc. Trojans are 2 of 11. Rashawn Engelman's hit both of his. Braden Illick has hit both of his. And outside of those guys being a combined 4 for 4, the teams are a combined 1 of 16 from beyond the arc. Rylan Houck has 7 points. Braden Illick and Khalees Fry both have 6 for Carson-Newman. Mentioned Engelman with 6 for the Trojans. Osmar Garcia has 7 for Anderson. Carson-Newman limits the Trojans to 36% shooting in that first half. Carson-Newman at 42%. Eagles scored the first 9 points in this game. Trojans didn't score through the first 5 minutes and 17 seconds. Carson-Newman got up by as many as 11. Anderson roared back, took a 1-point lead, and then that came on the heels of an 8-0 run, and then haven't scored since. Final 3:08 of the first half without points for the Trojans. On the flip of that, Carson-Newman unable to capitalize. Eagles go scoreless over the final 90 seconds. So, really, you've final 2:44, all told, neither team made a shot from the field. Carson-Newman's points came at the charity stripe in that stretch. Eagles finished the half 1 of 9 from the field after starting the game 10 of 17. All adds up, though, to a 28-25 lead for Carson-Newman at the break against the number 5 team in the country. We'll tell you about the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and on the banks of Mossy Creek. Eagles Shop scoreboard update. Head your way after these messages on the Eagles Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Halftime in the Abney Center, where Carson-Newman has a 28-25 lead on 5th-ranked Anderson. At the halftime break earlier today, Carson-Newman's women fell 84-76 to the Trojans. Anderson rallies from a 17-point deficit. Eagles are up 45-28 3 minutes before the half. But Anderson outscores Carson-Newman 27-20 in the third, 19-9 in the fourth, and prevails 84-76 to split the season series with the Eagles. Sierra Harris had 26 points, 16-16 at the free throw line for the Trojans. Jen Sullivan had 24 points to lead Carson-Newman. Over at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, Carson-Newman won 4-3 over Cedarville earlier today. A seventh-inning sacrifice fly from Soto Diaz proves to be the difference maker in that one for the Eagles. And game 2 of that doubleheader, a little less dramatic. Top of the 6th inning, Carson-Newman a 20-2 lead on the Yellow Jackets. Eagles looking to start the season 5-0 and sweep the 3-game slate with the Yellow Jackets. Everybody's getting involved for Carson-Newman, who has pounded out 20 runs on 14 hits in Game 3 of that series at the SDBC. Braxton Smith is working on a 3-hit, 3-run scoring day for the Eagles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different guys have driven in runs. Tom Griffin getting a lot of different guys some action in that contest with Cedarville. On the hoops hardwood, Wingate has a 35-32 lead on Lincoln Memorial 2 minutes into the second half at Cuddy Arena. 10 points for Jordan Miller to lead the Bulldogs, while Campbell and Mims each have 11 for LMU. Coker, which had gone 2.5 months without a win, and picked one up against Catawba on Wednesday, now leads Mars Hill 41-27 at the halftime break in the Deloach Center. Mars Hill shooting 32% from the field as Deuce Jackson and Xavier Moultrie both have 11 points for the Cobras. Emory and Henry has a 47-36 halftime lead at Newberry. The Wasps shooting at 61% from the field. They've gotten 13 points from Jackson Crawford. Over at Catawba and Goodman Arena, the Indians have a 47-32 lead on Tusculum. Jordan Simpson has 13 points. Zion McDuffie 12 to lead Catawba. Bryce Jackson with 13 for the Pioneers. And then over at Lenore-Rhine, the Bears have a 28-26 lead on UVA Wise with 8 minutes to go in the first half of that contest. Wise trailing in spite of shooting 63% from the field. LR with more points off turnovers and more second chance points to make up the deficit. Here at the half, Carson-Newman, a 28-25 lead against 5th-ranked Anderson. Eagles looking for a 4th all-time win over a top-5 team under head coach Chuck Benson. We'll see how the second half happens when we get back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Bills top of the key. Pull up three on the way. Got it. Charlie Clark dialing long distance with impunity.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
Every day brings new challenges, and those challenges look different for everyone. But no matter what each day looks like, your local energy co-op is here to power every moment. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the field, AEC is committed to bringing you safe, affordable, and reliable power to get you through the day. We are your local electric co-op, and we are here for you. AEC, empowering every day.
28-25, Carson-Newman leads 5th-ranked Anderson at the halftime break. Before we get the second half started, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID across the Eagle Sports Network. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you courtside here at the Abney Center. Jay Adams running the show back inside of network control. Carson-Newman breaks out of a halftime locker room with Illick, Fry, Browder, Bilbray, and Hauk on the floor. Anderson counters with Garcia, Reeves, Wright, Engelman, and Dawkins. Carson-Newman limits the Trojans to 36% shooting in that first half, and it's Anderson ball out of the break. Moving right to left in white jerseys with gold numerals trimmed in black. Garcia at the top of the key. One left-hand dribble goes between the legs to his right hand and hands off Engelman. Engelman pulls up, free throw line, and cashes in the 15-footer. Sean Engelman has 8 points. It's a 1-point lead for the Eagles, 28-27. 19:40 to play in the second half. The Eagles haven't scored and coming up on 2 minutes spanning the halftime break. Bilbray, right elbow, pumps, gets it to Illick, left wing. Illick fires up a three. It's off the front of the 10, no good. Fry tips the rebound, but Dawkins controls, and then Fry reaches in as he races in front of Carson-Newman's bench. Second on Khalees Fry, first on the Eagles. Anderson looks to retake the lead. On this possession, 35 seconds into the second half. Carson-Newman, one of its last 10 from the field. Garcia at the top of the key. Hands off right. Back over to Engelman, left wing. Engelman lobs it to Garcia, left block. Spins on Illick. Gets underneath the basket. Flips it. It's over and back. It's into the backcourt. Chased down by Wright. Trojans turn it over for an 8th time. Ball back to the Eagles. Turnovers are even 8-8. But the Trojans have a 12-5 advantage in points off turnovers. That has been a difference maker as Anderson rallied from that 11-point first half deficit. Inbounds comes to Bilbray in the right corner, out to the right wing, Illick. Illick spins left to the head of the key, feeds Browder left wing. He tries a triple. Back in the 10, no good. Engelman the long rebound, right baseline for Anderson. Engelman races front court. Stops and hits right point. He measures a transition three. Banks off the side of the backboard, nothing else. Long rebound to the top of the key. Jack Browder was reaching for the ball, and his momentum carried him straight into A.J. Wright. First on Browder, second on the Eagles. Loose ball foul keeps it with Anderson.
Watch lob! Watch lob! Watch lob!
Engelman will inbound from in front of the Trojan student section at the right side hash. Anderson looking to retake the lead. Right wing Dawkins swirls at top of the key for Reeves. Back to Engelman, right wing. Engelman Euros, whistle. A foul on Matt Bilbray. And that's his first, the third on Carson-Newman. Shot clock resets to 20. 3 fouls on Carson-Newman in the first 83 seconds of the second half for the team that fouls the least in the South Atlantic Conference. Bounce comes to Engelman in the right corner. Bounces to Garcia. Dribble handoff for right wing. A.J. Wright left around a Garcia screen. Hop step into the paint. Fades from the free throw line and rattles it in. First 4 points of the second half go for Anderson. The Trojans have their second lead of the day. 29-28 with 18-18 to go in the second half. Eagles 3 minutes without points spanning the halftime break. Bilbray, right wing. Dribbles against Reeves on the perimeter. Dumps it into the high post. Fry zips left corner for Houck. Out to the left wing, Browder. Browder harassed by Dawkins. Spins left. Euros lost the handle on it. Browder wanted to reach. Trojans get the steal. Right into the front court off of the 9th Carson-Newman turnover. Engelman the left wing triple. Left it short. Long rebound Reeves. Second chance for the Trojans to extend a 1-point lead. Trojans have scored the last 4 to start the second half. No look for Dawkins, top of the key. Wide open three, buries it. Largest lead of the day for Anderson at 4 comes on the heels of a 7-0 run. 32-28 Anderson, 17:30 to play in the second half. 4 minutes without points for Carson-Newman. He was in need of an answer here. Bilbray out to the right corner for Fry, dumps it right block for Browder. Browder draws a double team. Engelman reaches in. Second on Engelman. First on the Trojans. Eagles with the ball out of bounds on the right baseline. Jack Browder chatting things over with one of the officials. He gets it into Bilbray on the right wing. Bilbray Stops right point, gives to Browder, back to Bilbray right wing. Garcia defends him. Bilbray, skip left corner, Houck. Baseline drive for Houck to the basket. Wild runner, no. Houck hits the deck. Fry had the rebound, but it got stripped out of his hands by Wright. Trojans race right to left. Garcia gives off Dawkins left wing. Dawkins down the left side of the paint. Misfires the layup off the underside of the rim. Houck outlets the rebound, but it's stolen by Wright. Over into the right corner, Dawkins gets to his keister to grab the loose ball. Dawkins, while he was on his backside, blow the whistle and ask for the shot clock to be reset to 25. 4 minutes, 48 seconds without points for Carson-Newman. Anderson has scored 7 straight, while the Eagles are one of their last 12 from the field. Trojan basketball, head of the key. Reeves a straight on 3. Thuds off the back iron. Garcia an offensive rebound. His putback, no, finds his hands. No look left wing Reeves. Reeves down the left side of the paint. Browder erased that one at the hole. Third chance for the Trojans. Right wing Dawkins, an open look from deep. It didn't go down, but a whistle and a foul battling for the board. Browder and Garcia tied up. Browder gets called for his second. Team's fourth. Possession extends for Anderson. The shot did not go in, so there is no basket to count, even though the foul was away from the ball and on the floor. Trojans by 4, looking for more. Right down the left side of the lane. Fry erases that shot. Browder grabbed the rebound and lands out of bounds. It stays with Anderson. Well, this is the possession that just won't end for Anderson. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 offensive rebounds on this possession for Anderson. Garcia spins inside and got fouled. Khalees Fry, the culprit, whistled for his third, the team's 5th. 5 offensive rebounds on this possession for Anderson. The rebound battle, Carson-Newman was +7 at the break. Anderson has erased that advantage on the glass thanks to this one possession pretty much. 7 straight points for the Trojans. Eagles haven't scored in more than 5 minutes. Fry exits. He's got a bloody lip. And Shamir Carruthers will come in. Garcia with 2 free throws. First free throw on the way, buries it. 8 in a row for Anderson to grab a 5-point lead. 33-28 with 16-17 to go in the second half. More free throw for Garcia. Back iron, no good. Another offensive rebound, a 6 for the Trojans. Engelman left wing 3. Back iron, no. Browder finally grabs the miss. His outlet pass is intercepted by Engelman. Possession extends for the Trojans. Dawkins right wing for a 3. He cans it. It's a funky little 4-point play for Anderson. We come to a break in the action off of a dead ball. 11-0 run for Anderson. A 4-point play for the Trojans. Carson-Newman still looking for its first points of the second half. Anderson has attempted 13 shots. Carson-Newman has attempted 3 in the second half. And that's why the Trojans have stretched the lead to 8. 15:59 to play in the second half. Anderson 36, Carson-Newman 28. And we're back to the Abney Center after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Well, how about this? Thanks to a couple turnovers on outlet passes on defensive rebounds, Carson-Newman hasn't had the ball on its offensive end in 2 minutes, thanks to 6 offensive rebounds and 2 turnovers in the backcourt for the Eagles. Anderson's in the middle of an 11-0 run. The Eagles have the ball finally on their offensive end. They've taken 3 shots and haven't scored in the last 5.5 minutes. Browder Euroing to the basket. His teardrop's no good, but a whistle on a foul. Charge the personal to Engelman. It's his third. Team's second. Browder to the line to shoot 2 to try to stop this 11-0 Anderson run. And a near 6-minute scoring drought for the Eagles. Browder eyes the basket. His first free throw rattles halfway down and out over the right side of the iron. Browder looking to become the first Eagle into double figures. Second foul shot, smooth as silk. First point for the Eagles in nearly 6 minutes. They're down 7. 36-29 with 15:35 to play in the second half. 19-4 run for Anderson over a 10-minute stretch spanning the halftime break. Trojans on the offensive end against the Eagles matchup zone. Right down the left side of the paint, shovels to Garcia, turns right on Uosis. Browder comes with help side defense, ties him up. Garcia passes out of it. Houck steps in front for a steal. Houck over the timeline. Gets it to Browder in the left corner. Browder spins left on Reeves into the lane. Browder tosses up a teardrop. It toilet bowls out left side and into Maccabee's arms to the Trojans. Eagles, one of their last 13 from the floor. Haven't made a shot after halftime. Down 7, 36-29. Right, pass stolen by Carruthers, and he's hit checked by Osmar Garcia on his way up the floor. Second personal on Garcia. Third team foul on the Trojans. 14:50 to go in the second half. 36-29, fifth-ranked Anderson leads Carson-Newman. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. Contact men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at cneagles.com/modernwoodman to help secure your family's financial future. Houck drives inside, has his shot erased from behind by Dallas Jones, and it stays with Carson-Newman. 14:39 to play in the second half, 36-29. Fifth-ranked Anderson leads Carson-Newman, and now on the inbounds, a whistle and a foul on A.J. Wright, holding Jack Browder, his first, team's fourth. Houck inbound from the left baseline. Figures into Carruthers in the right corner. Lob to Browder, right block. Draws the double team. Browder pivots right and hits Carruthers right wing. Out to Bilbray, top of the key. Stop and start move, spins inside. Kicks it Carruthers right corner. His feet out of bounds as he fired a 3. And it's turnover number 13 for Carson-Newman. 36-29. Trojans the lead. Eagles, one of their last 14 from the field. They have not scored a shot from the field after halftime. 0-5 plus a few turnovers. Garcia inside, leaps and passes to Dawkins left wing. Dawkins right around a Garcia screen. Got stripped by Carruthers. Browder the steal. Browder 3-on-1. Browder Euroing, attacking, hanging, hitting. Does the basket count? You got a blocking foul. Foul on the floor, count the basket. Should count the basket. Andy Eggers shaken up on the exchange. Going to count the basket. And Andy Eggers, longtime official, he has come up lame. Carson-Newman's Nick Peters out to tend to Eggers. And this officiating crew might be down to 2. Still have to sort out who the foul was on. It was on A.J. Wright, his second, team's 5th. And both sports medicine staffs for Carson-Newman and Anderson out tending to Andy Eggers. Basket does count for Browder, so it's a 5-point game. 36-31 with 14:01 to play in the second half. Stick around for the Domino's post-game report after today's game for the selection of the premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. $14:01 to play in the second half. 36-31. 5th-ranked Anderson the lead. Officials are at the monitor table side to confirm everything, and can't blame them because a slight distraction with longtime league official Andy Eggers dinged up with what looked like a sprained ankle on the exchange. Over at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, Carson-Newman has added 3 more runs on Cedarville, has the bases loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th with a 23-2 lead on the Yellow Jackets. Eli Norris on. That's not a save situation for him, as these officials waiting to see if something can be done for Andy Eggers. Jonathan Barber and Jason James might be officiating this one as a 2-man crew if Eggers can't go. 14:01 to play in the second half. We'll step aside for a break and return after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Jonathan Barber and Jason James are talking with Jimmy Williams, Anderson's head coach, and Carson-Newman head coach Chuck Benson. This game might be reduced to a 2-man crew. Andy Eggers on a fast break. Didn't see what happened, but he was pulled up lame and looked like he might have sprained an ankle or something. So officials chatting with the head coaches to determine how this game will proceed. Some discussion, hey, do you wait to see if Andy Eggers can return? I'd say just let Todd Hay go out there. Anderson head volleyball coach, who's the scoreboard operator. He's a fair guy. Strap a striped shirt on him and play some ball. Andy Eggers, certainly a veteran official. Don't want to make light of his absence. He's done games in this league for a long time and is certainly of the ilk of one of the high-quality officials in this league. So hopefully he's able to return, but the way he was limping I don't know. Tough for him to get up and down the floor, even with a potential heavy tape job. So, see how that all shakes out. Still waiting. It's a 36-31 lead for Anderson. Jack Browder hit the first Carson-Newman shot from the field on an and one attempt in 8 minutes of game action. We'll see how this moment affects the flow of this game. Over at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex in the top of the 7th inning, Carson-Newman has a 23-2 lead over Cedarville. Carson-Newman scored 6 in the first, 6 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 7 in the fifth, and 3 in the 6th inning. Anderson's players have made their way back onto the floor, and now Jonathan Barber and Jason Janes, some words for Chuck Benson. 14:01 on the clock in the second half, and we're in an injury delay, but not because of a player, but because an official's hurt. So while we sort this out, let's head over to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. And we'll get a little bit of Rayanna DeCrow on the Eagles Sports Network for the final few outs between Carson-Newman and Cedarville in that doubleheader.
Is a ball, it's high. Michael's at first base after the bunt. And Leslie fouls one back for the first strike of the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike for Leslie. McCain, the senior, stands at 6'1". He's a righty. And Leslie hits a line drive in the 3-4 gap. It gets out to Kylan Hornbuckle. He makes the throw in. Keeps Weichel at second base. And
that's Rayanna DeCrow over at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Andy Eggers has exited the training room with a noticeable limp. And he's going to try to go. Gutty moves here by Andy Eggers. He's got a noticeable hobble, but you wouldn't expect any less from one of the SAC's best officials. After all that time, we've finally got Jack Browder's and 1 free throw. Browder looking to make it a 4-point game at the line, and he does. He's got 13 to lead all scorers. 36-32, Trojans by 4, 13:58 to go in the second half. Anderson hasn't scored in 2 minutes. Both these teams are shooting below 38%. Garcia bangs inside on Uosis. Turns out, flips it to Dawkins left wing. Out to the right wing for Wright. Wright muscles inside on Carruthers. Gets to the cup, missed it off the underside of the rim. Houck the rebound. Houck shuffles over to Carruthers around to Browder in the front court left wing. Browder right around to Uosis screen. Browder chest pass Carruthers right point back to Browder left wing. Browder drives on Garcia to the left block. He hangs. His layup blocked by Jones, and Browder taps the rebound out. Ball back to the Trojans with a 4-point lead. 36-32. 13:22 to play in the second half. Just trying to hand the Trojans, the 5th-ranked team in the country, their first loss at home in 15 games. Good, Bill. Dawkins out to the right wing for Jones. Muscles his way inside on Browder. His layup attempt off the mark. Garcia offensive rebound. Right-hand reverse layup, no. Browder and Garcia tied up. Jump ball. Arrow favors the Eagles. That's just Browder's 3rd board of the day. The league's leading rebounder has... They'll credit Uosis with that rebound. Ivoris Uosis was nowhere near that exchange. That absolutely should have been a Jack Browder rebound. Eagles with it front court. Bill Bray at the top of the key. Around to Carruthers right wing. Carruthers harassed by Dawkins out to Browder left wing. Browder 12 and 11. Oops, Uosis back to Browder. Cuts north-south. Lost the handle on it. Jump ball tied up between Browder and Garcia. Turnover number 14 for Carson-Newman. Ball back to the Trojans. Carruthers and Uosis out. Illick and Fry back in. Carson-Newman has its starting five out there. Anderson counters with Wright, Engelman, Garcia, Maccabee, and Reeves. Right over the timeline, left side. Anderson just shooting 31.7% from the field. Eagles at 36%. Carson-Newman, one of its last 13 from the floor. Anderson hasn't scored in 3.5 minutes, but they lead by 4. In a defensive war of attrition. Engelman left around to Garcia. Screen, hop step to the free throw line. Runs in for a 15-footer. No. Hauk's there for a career-high matching 10th rebound. And the Eagles bring it left to right. Down by 4. Neither team has scored in 2 minutes. 4 minutes in Anderson's case. Bilbray drive, dish, left block, Fry. Fry walked. Turnover number 15 for Carson-Newman brings us to a break in the action. Anderson has outscored Carson-Newman 11-4 to start the second half. 11:57 to play in the second half. Trojans 36, Carson-Newman 32. Anderson, 4 minutes without points. Eagles unable to take advantage. Carson-Newman scored the last 4, but hasn't scored in 2 minutes. Back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
11:57 to go in the second half. 36-32. Fifth-ranked Anderson leads Carson-Newman. The Eagles trying to rally, but scoring has been mighty challenging to come by in this one, and that's true both ways. Neither team able to take advantage of the other's scoring swoons. Engelman slips no look to right wing. Back to Engelman, left wing. Hand in his face. He fires a three, and he swishes it. High difficulty for Rashawn Engelman. He's got 11. Trojans by 7. Eagles the other way. Browder north-south. Lost it going up to Maccabee. Malachi Reeves. Turnover number 17 for the Eagles. Trojans front court. Garcia down on the right block. Airballed the layup. Pings out to the right wing right. Second chance for the Trojans. Engelman all the way to the hoop. Fouled by Hauk. Carson-Newman bench is nonplussed that is a foul on Anderson's side, but not one drawn by Jack Browder on the other. Foul charge to Hauk, his second. Team sixth. 2 free throws for Rashawn Engelman, who's 88% at the stripe in his freshman season. And he calmly connects on his 39th made free throw of the year on his 44th attempt. 8-point lead for the Trojans. They match their biggest advantage. Stays their biggest advantage. Just the 6th miss at the line on the year for Engelman. On his second attempt, it rattles out. Eagles grab the rebound, down by 8 with 11:07 to play in the second half. Bilbray out to Fry at the top of the key. 2 right-hand dribbles, stops, passes to Browder right baseline. Squares up on Garcia. Jab step, muscles inside with the left hand. Turns right, bounce pass, goes 5-hole. Through Wright's legs and out of bounds for a 17th Eagle turnover. 5th on Browder. Anderson can get up double digits on this possession. Leading 40-32 with 10:40 to play in the second half. Eagles haven't scored in 3 minutes and 16 seconds. They've got just 4 points after halftime. Anderson's outscored them 15-4 to start the second half. Wright for Garcia at the top of the key. Garcia left-hand dribbles to the left side of the lane. Draws two to the ball. Garcia twists around and drops it off for right, cutting left baseline. He pings it back to the timeline. Engelman, a half-court heave as the clock expires, and he buries a three. That was a 40-foot heave for Rashawn Engelman with the shot clock expiring. And the Trojans lead by double digits for the first time tonight. Engelman has 15 points. Eagles front court in dire need of a bucket. They haven't scored in 3:48. It's a 7-0 Trojan run. Illick, right baseline. Backs it out to Browder, right wing. Needs this three, and he got it, rattling it in. 16 for Jack Browder. 43-35, Eagles down 8. 9:42 to play in the second half. Trojans onto the offensive end. Garcia at the right elbow. One left-hand dribble gives off Engelman. He shoots from the right elbow, and Bill Bray fouls him, chasing him from behind. He blocked the shot with the right hand. They called the foul on Houck initially. If there's a foul, it's on Bill Bray. Even then, I thought Bill Bray got the ball clean. They're going to go to the monitor to check the replay, and they're going to call it on Bill Bray. That is the correct call. First on Bill Bray, or second on Bill Bray, seventh on the Eagles. It's the correct call if you're going to give it to somebody. I still don't know that Bill Bray got him. First one ain't good for Engelman, second one good as well. He's 2 of 2. 45-35. Trojans by 10 with 9:25 to play in the second half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Bill Bray down the left side of the lane, scoops it up and draws a foul. Bill Bray to shoot 2 after Malachi Reeves gets whistled for his first. And the team's 6th. Matt Bilbray looking for his first points. First free throw on the way, and it's smooth as silk down through the strings. Eagles within 9, 45-36. 9:19 left in the second half. One more free throw for Matt Bilbray. Bilbray makes it an 8-point game, swishing the second. Anderson has outscored Carson-Newman 20-9 in the second half after the Eagles led by 3 at the break. Trojans onto the offensive end. Head of the key for Engelman. Switches it right wing for A.J. Wright. Wright. Left hand dribbles to the free throw line. Chest pass left wing. A Reeves three. Spins in. Malachi Reeves just 24% from beyond the arc. Makes his first 3 of the game. Trojans are 5 for 10 from deep after halftime. They're back up 11. 48-37 with 8:48 to play in the second half. Eagles front court. Bilbray down the left side of the paint. Backs it to the free throw line. Loops it Houck head of the key. He tries a straight-on triple. Houck left it short. Garcia yanks in the rebound. And the Trojans will bring it right to left ahead by 11. Right. For Dawkins at the top of the key. He gets north-south down the right side of the paint. Right-hand teardrop won't go down. A whistle and a foul on Rylan Houck on the collision. 3rd on Houck. 8th on the Eagles. 2 free throws for Caden Dawkins. Dawkins, 355 career free throws, and he misses his 55th of his career. 71% shooter lifetime. Goes 1 for 2 at the line, making the second. Trojans are up by 12. Their biggest lead of the day. Carson-Newman moves the basketball from left to right. Bilbray between the rings. Left around a Fry screen to the left wing. Bilbray drives on Garcia. Gets underneath the basket. Bounce feed Fry right block. Spins left. Bounces it to Illick left block. Pumps. Layup. Strong. Rebound pings off of Fry and Garcia and into Engelman's hands. Engelman into the front court. Leaps, lobs, and pass deflected by Fry. 49-37. Trojans by 12. Eagles bring it left to right. Illick for Bilbray right point. NBA range 3 is online but strong. Fry launches for an offensive rebound. Gets it to Houck left corner. Houck drive, lays, and hits with the right hand off the glass. 9 for Rylan Hauk. He's a point away from a double-double, the second of his career. Eagles within 10, 49-39. 7:25 to go in the second half. Trojans with it on the offensive end. Left wing for A.J. Wright. Scrapes around a screen, tries a triple. It won't go down. Browder ropes in the rebound for the Eagles. Browder up the right sideline. He's hip-checked into the scorer's table by Osmar Garcia. That's a third personal on Garcia. A 7th team foul on the Trojans. And free throws for Jack Browder when we come back. 7:11 left in the second half. Carson-Newman looking to rally. Eagles down 49-39 to the number 5 team in the country who's won 15 straight home games. We're back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Carson-Newman led by 11 in the first half, but Anderson used a 19-4 run spanning the halftime break to get up in this one. That was coupled with an 8-minute stretch where the Eagles didn't make a shot from the field, and that stretch, which included a 2-minute window, by the way, where Anderson had the ball on its offensive end for the entirety of the 2 minutes. That has flipped this game in the favor of the 5th-ranked Trojans. Jack Browder at the line shooting 1-1. He's got 16 points to lead the Eagles. Browder's front end is up and through. He's got 17. Fresh off his 35-point night at UVA Wise on Wednesday. Browder bends the knees. The second one's on the way, and it too is true. 18 for Jack to lead all scores. Eagles are within 8. 49-41 with 7:08 to go in the second half. Trojans front court. Engelman shuffles it out to the left wing. Bill Bray defends him. Out to Moore, head of the key, around to Dawkins, right wing. Dawkins, left-hand dribbles to the top of the key, scrapes around a Moore screen, teardrop from the left, elbows off the mark. Braden Illick grabs the rebound, and the Eagles bring it left to right. Browder, right wing, down by 8. Loops it to Illick, right block. Illick back to the basket on Reeves. Spins right, gets to the right-hand hook. Front iron, no good. Dawkins grabs the rebound underneath the basket. And the Trojans bring it right to left. They haven't scored in 2 minutes. Right, head of the key. Stumbles, lost the handle on it. Fry dives, but deflects it to Engelman. 16 to shoot. Engelman left around a screen to the top of the key. Teardrop on the way from the free throw line. The 15-footer is missed. Bill Bray the rebound. Sprints front court, 2-on-3. Bill Bray, Euros to the basket. His right-hand shot off the mark. Carson-Newman bench pleading for a foul call. One won't come. Trojans bring it right to left. Right. On top of the jump circle. Up by 8 with 5:53 to go. Moore in the keyhole. Round to the right wing for Engelman. Left around the Moore screen. Back right around the screen. Right elbow. 15-footer. Back of the 10. No good. Khalees Fry snags his 9th rebound. That matches a career high. Eagles down 8. 5:35 to go in the second half. Browder to the free throw line. Spins. Shoots. Fading from 12. No. Rebound loose into the left corner. Fry grabs his 10th board. A 3 from Bill Bray is off the mark. Fry taps the rebound to Dawkins underneath the basket. And the Trojans control. Up 49-41 with 5:15 to go in the second half. Neither team has scored in 2 minutes. Trojans 3 minutes without points. But up by 8. Dawkins left wing. Euros to the hole. Drops it off for Sentinel Moore. But before that, a whistle and a foul on Matt Bilbray. It's his third, team's ninth. 1-1 for Caden Dawkins. Teams have combined 2 of their last 13 from the field. It has been a defensive battle here in the Abney Center. Carson-Newman's at 33% for the game. Anderson's at 32.7% as Dawkins hits the front end of the 1-1. But probably more crucially for the balance of this game, Carson-Newman has made just 3 shots after halftime. Eagles 3 of 16 from the field. 2-2 trip for Caden Dawkins. It's a 10-point lead for the Trojans. In spite of the Trojans going 3 minutes without scoring, the Eagles unable to do anything with that deficit. Got it down to 8, and that was it, because they've gone 2 minutes without scoring. Down 10 with 4:52 to play in the second half. Bilbray, right wing, crossover dribble to the free throw line. Gets down to Illick, left wing. Hands off Browder. Browder, left baseline drive all the way to the cup. He finger rolls it home, counted in a foul. 20 points for Jack Browder. A personal on Malachi Reeves is his second. Team's 8th. Jack Browder, with his 49th career 20-point game, has a chance to get within 7 at the stripe. Puts up the and one free throw, and it rattles out front side into Garcia's arms. 9 for Osmar. Trojans onto the offensive end, leading by 8. 5th-ranked Anderson looking for a 16th straight home win. Left of the lane, Garcia. Backs it out left wing, right, skip it right wing, Reeves. Reeves cut off, gets it to Maccabee in the right corner, 9 and 8. Around the left wing, A.J. Wright, 6 and 5. Right, left baseline drive, underneath the basket, kick out Reeves in the right corner. He's fouled by Bilbray, count the basket and 1. And then Bilbray shoved as the Trojans were headed to the huddle. Foul is Matt Bilbray's 4th, the team's 10th. That is the 3rd 3 that Anderson has hit in this game with the shot clock expiring. Trojans have made 8 on the day. Nearly half of them have come at the death of the shot clock. Teams are going to go to their benches, and the officials want to review this play. 4:12 to play in the second half. Anderson, 54. Trojans up by 11, leading Carson-Newman 54-43. We're back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
4:12 to go in the second half. Anderson leads Carson-Newman 54-43. The Trojans have outscored the Eagles after halftime 29-15. It's been shot making, and it hasn't been sensational for the Trojans. They're at 34% for the game. Carson-Newman's jump shot has just met its demise. 4 of 17 from the field after halftime. Eagles started this game 10 of 19 from the field. And since then, they are 5 of 24. The Eagles were up by 11 in the first half. Knew a 5th-ranked Trojan team would have a run. They outscored Carson-Newman 19-4 over a 9-minute stretch spanning the halftime break. That's what put Anderson in front. Officials have finished at the monitor. They are checking to see if there was a flagrant foul on Osmar Garcia. Officials chatting over what they've reviewed. And they're calling both coaches over. Matt Bilbray leaning in to listen. He's put his hands on his head. Jack Browder says, Osmar shoulder checked Bill. What are they seeing? And Chuck Benson is very animated in how he's talking to the officials. I saw Bilbray take a tumble as Anderson was going to pick up Reeves, who'd been fouled in the act of shooting, on an and 1-3. So I didn't see it live. Reeves and one free throw. Rainbows up and through. Anderson matches its biggest lead at 12, 55-43. With 4:10 to play in the second half. Eagles race front court. Bilbray out to Illick at the free throw line around a Bilbray right wing. Chest pass Fry in the right corner. Fry. Two left-hand dribbles, gets it into the paint, got stripped, lost it to Garcia. That's turnover number 18 for Carson-Newman. And Anderson will take the air out of the basketball. Defensive effort has been there for the Eagles. They've limited the Trojans, the league's second highest scoring team and second most efficient team, to 55 points and 34% shooting. But the offense hasn't responded in kind for Carson-Newman. 18 turnovers and 35% shooting for the Eagles. Left wing, right, air balls a three. Dawkins saves in the rebound, but to Houck on the right baseline. Eagles down 12, bring it left to right. Bilbray accelerates on Garcia to the cup. Bilbray fouled on his way to the basket. It's on Garcia, his fourth, team's ninth. Two free throws for Matt Bilbray to try to make it a 10-point game. .320 to go in the second half. Fifth-ranked Anderson 55, Carson-Newman 43. Trojans looking for a 16th straight home win. It's the fourth longest active streak in the country as Bilbray knocks down the first. He has only scored at the free throw line today. 3 for 3 at the stripe, but 0 for 8 from the field and 0 of 6 from 3. Garcia and Maccabee exit for the Trojans. So you got Jones, Reeves, Engelman. Bilbray's second rattles off to the right. Jones grabs the rebound. Dawkins, Jones, Engelman, Reeves, and Wright for Anderson. Trojans front court. Wright on the right wing. Wright behind the back on Fry. Gets inside, kick out Dallas Jones. Left point three. Short off the front iron. Fry has a career-high 11th rebound. And the Eagles move left to right, down by 11. Browder left around the screen. He's fouled. Dallas Jones whistled for his third, team's 10th. Carson-Newman with a chance to score with the clock stopped. Down 11 with 2:51 to go in the second half. 55-44. Anderson by 11. They've outscored Carson-Newman 30-16 after halftime. Browder buries the first free throw. One more free throw for Jack Browder. 2-2 trip. He's got 22, pardon me. Chuck Benson calls for time, so we'll step aside for a break as well. 2:51 to play in the second half. Anderson, 55. Carson-Newman, 46. The Eagles have a comeback for the ages in them. Find out when we get back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
2:51 to play in the second half. Anderson 55, Carson-Newman 46 in what has been a defensive war between the Eagles and Trojans. Both teams are shooting below 30% from the field in the second half. And we've seen the ball go in the basket a combined 12 shots, 12 times on field goal attempts. Unfortunately for the Eagles, it's double in favor of Anderson, 8-4. 8 made shots for Anderson after halftime, 4 for Carson-Newman. Trojans up 55-46 on Carson-Newman after trailing by 11 in the first half. It was 11 in the early moments, a long time to come back. Eagles don't have a long time to come back. They needed a stop and a score down by 9. 9 on the shot clock for the Trojans. Engelman, free throw line. Teardrop, left of the lane, bounces out, right side. Hauk, a 13th board on the right block. Races front court, gets it ahead to Illick. Illick down the right side of the paint, fades it back out right wing Bilbray. Dawkins harasses him, and Dawkins fouls him. Dawkins, substantially in his kitchen, is whistled for his first personal, team's 11th. 2 free throws for Matt Bilbray and another opportunity for the Eagles to score with the clock stopped. Down by 9 with 2:13 to go in the second half. Bilbray, first free throw, rainbows through. 4 for Matt Bilbray. One more free throw for Bilbray. Pulled Carson-Newman within 8. Eagles will actually put guys on the line in case of a miss. Something you rarely see Carson-Newman do. Bilbray 2 for 2 trip. Eagles within 7 with 2:13 to go in the second half, 55-48. Carson-Newman with full court press on. Right. Defended by Fry in the backcourt. Eagles back off as Wright brings it across the timeline right side. 20 seconds to shoot for the Trojans. 2 minutes to play. Anderson up by 7. Looking to protect their home court for a 16th consecutive time. Right. Dribbles to the head of the key. Gets it to the right wing. A Reeves 3 barely grazes iron. Garcia an offensive rebound and stick back from straight on. Osmar Garcia has 10 points. He's the third Trojan in double figures. It's back to a 9-point Anderson lead. 57-48 with 94 seconds left in the second half, and the Eagles go over and back. Carson-Newman ran a screen and roll with Braden Illick across the timeline. He went to roll back to Bilbray, but Bilbray was in the backcourt. And it's a backcourt violation on Carson-Newman after the Eagles' 19th turnover. (57-48). Trojans by 9 with 90 seconds left. Mathematically possible, but you need a perfect final 80 seconds if you're Carson-Newman. 7 to shoot. Right to the left wing. Leaps and passes Dawkins head of the key. 3 and 2. Dawkins pulls up right baseline. Missed it. Carson-Newman bench is saying Dawkins kicked his legs out. Bilbray ran through him, and Bilbray's done with his 5th personal. Team's 11th. Chuck Benson says, review it if you can, because Dawkins kicked his legs out, and he absolutely did. So Bilbray will exit. Shamir Carruthers will enter. It is not a reviewable play. Chuck Benson wanted to know from Andy Eggers if it could be. It cannot be. And Dawkins gets 2 free throws. Chuck just asked me, am I blind? No, he's not. Dawkins absolutely kicked his legs out. Well, and the ball doesn't lie, as Dawkins misses the first. Second one's on the way. It's through. 10-point lead for the Trojans, 58-48. 70 seconds left. Carruthers runs the point with 65 seconds left, and the Eagles bring it front court. Gillett, head of the key, spins right down the right side of the paint, stripped by Dawkins. Dawkins off to the races, takes it through the left side and lays it in. 20th turnover for Carson-Newman. Trojans up 12, 60-48 with 56 seconds left. Anderson's outscored Carson-Newman 29-10 in points off turnovers. Eagles with it on the offensive end. You got a whistle and a foul away from the ball. It's on Engelman. That's his 4th. Team's 12th. And the guy that got fouled was Browder. So he'll head to the line. And to give Carson-Newman a hope and a prayer, Ivers Uosis is off the bench. Browder's first free throw rattles in. At the end of the day for Carson-Newman, 4 made baskets in the second half. Tough to win a game when you do that. Eagles 12 of 15 at the line, though, as Browder made the first. Credit the defense, though. They've limited the Trojans to 33% shooting and 60 points. Would be the recipe for a win, you would think. Anderson, a really good defensive team, too. 2-2 trip for Browder. He's got 24. Eagles down 10 with 41 seconds left. Garcia into the front court, hits right on the jump circle. Carson-Newman will not foul with a 15-second differential shot clock to game clock. Anderson student section erupts. Wright will initiate offense with 8 on the shot clock. 6 and 5 at the top of the key. Right, left around a Garcia screen. 3 and 2. Right on the left block. Feeds Garcia. Right block. Shot clock violation. Ball back to the Eagles after Anderson's 13th turnover. 60-50. Carson-Newman down 10. 14 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Carruthers over the timeline. Carruthers, crossover dribble, gets into Garcia, spins around, hands it to Browder. Garcia tries to save it in, but he's out of bounds on the left baseline. 3.5 seconds left. All that needs to be set in this one is the final margin. Hauk to inbound, bounces to Uosis, 1 dribble, puts it up. Airballed, no, but Browder tips it in with 0.6 seconds left. Browder's 4th board makes the final margin an 8-point game. Anderson wins 60-52, a 16th straight home win for the Trojans. Just the second time in that stretch where the margin has been inside of double digits. Carson-Newman did the job defensively, but Anderson had enough muster. 20 turnovers, a 29-12 advantage in points off turnovers for the Trojans. And Anderson prevails by a final score of 60-52. Domino's postgame report heads your way when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
grab a slice. Our coverage of CN Hoops continues with the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Bring it backdoor lob. Dyer throws it down with 2 hands.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Chuck Benson, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, plus the selection of the AEC Electrifying Clay and the premier building maintenance player of the game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilight, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Final score from the Abney Athletic Center. Anderson prevails over Carson-Newman 60-52 in a defensive war of attrition. Carson-Newman led by 11 early on. The Eagles made 10 of their first 19 shots, and then scoring both ways really became incredibly challenging for both these teams. Anderson goes through its worst scoring performance of the season, its worst shooting performance of the season. But the Eagles did not have enough offensive muster to counter that. There were plenty of moments in this game where Carson-Newman kept Anderson without points for 3 or 4 minutes. And Carson-Newman would score 4 points in that stretch instead of, say, 8. And at the end of the day, the Eagles unable to take advantage of those opportunities and those scoring lulls for the Trojans. And Carson-Newman falls today to the 5th-ranked team in the country by a final score of 60-52. Again, season lows for the Trojans, both in shooting percentages and points scored. And for just the second time on this now 16-game home winning streak for the Trojans, an opponent inside of 10 points against Anderson. Carson-Newman got 26 from Jack Browder. He was 8 of 18 from the field and 1 of 5 from 3. 9 of 11 at the line. Anderson shortchanged him some rebounds. He had a tip in. He had a defensive rebound on the tie-up. He only had 3 rebounds. Jack Browder did not only have 3 rebounds. I can promise you that. Rylan Houck did have a career high with 13 boards. Khalees Fry had a career high with 11. Trojans, a team that are second in the league in rebounding margin, out-rebounding teams by 6 a game. Carson-Newman was +3 on the glass, but turnovers proved costly in this one for Carson-Newman. 20-13. Carson-Newman makes 7 more turnovers than the Trojans. Anderson had a 29-12 advantage in points off turnovers. That is a pretty significant difference in this game, when half of the Trojans' points came off of Carson-Newman miscues. The tail in this one, Eagles were up 11 early. Carson-Newman bounded out and led 16-6 at the under 12 media timeout. And then Anderson slowly chipped away. It was a 3-point Eagle lead headed into the halftime locker room. And the Trojans took the lead for good early in the second half. It was a 19-4 run for the Trojans spanning the halftime break. But it wasn't really a run. The Trojans were not scoring points in bunches. Obviously, that's the case when you have a 60-52 final. But when Anderson would go on a lull, Carson-Newman found itself in a scoring lull as well. Eagles 5 of 18 from the field after halftime. Anderson took 14 more shots than Carson-Newman. And the tail of this game, there was a 2-minute stretch from the 17-minute mark to the 15-minute mark in the second half where the ball did not leave Anderson's offensive end. And the Trojans had 5 offensive rebounds in a possession, got a foul, made the first free throw, missed the second, got a 6th offensive rebound. And that possession was in the run where Anderson was taking the lead. Carson-Newman had 2 defensive rebounds in that stretch and was trying to outlet long passes up the floor that were pilfered by the Trojans. And so for a literal, from 17:04 to 15:01, 2 minutes and 3 seconds, the ball did not leave Anderson's side of the floor. And that was indicative of this game. The other thing that was indicative, Rashawn Engelman hit a 3 with a second left on the shot clock on a tip out, and he fired the shot from 3 feet inside the half-court stripe. Trojans made that shot deep in the shot clock. They made 8 threes today, 8 of 26 for the conference's leaders in threes made per game and 3-point efficiency. 3 of those 8 threes came with the shot clock reaching its expiry. So the Trojans didn't make a ton of shots, but they made some big shots late in the shot clock. Rashawn Engelman had 17. He was 5 of 14 from the field and 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Caden Dawkins finished with 16 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 at the line, or from beyond the arc, pardon me. And then Osmar Garcia, who went for 34 and 12 in the first meeting. He got the double-double today, but nowhere near the scoring volume. He finishes with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Again, Jack Browder, the only Eagle in double figures with 26. Rylan Houck came within a point of his second career double-double. He did finish with a career-high 13 rebounds. Khalees Fry finished with a career-high 11 rebounds. But all of that sort of overshadowed offensively by Carson-Newman's 20 turnovers and 36.4% shooting in this contest. So the final score, Anderson 60, Carson-Newman 52. Eagles fall on the road to the number 5 team in the country. Domino's postgame report rolls on. We check in with Chuck Benson. We get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Miss out on tonight's post-game interviews? Check cneagles.com for stats, recaps, and videos from tonight's games. We close out the Domino's post-game report in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Back on the Domino's postgame report, Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson following Carson-Newman's 60-52 loss at 5th-ranked Anderson. Chuck, I think if I were to tell you that you're going to out-rebound the Trojans, you're going to hold Anderson to its season lows for shooting percentage and scoring, I think you'd like your chances. Defensively, sensational effort against the Trojans. But offensively, Anderson is a team that makes life tough to score. Just didn't have enough offensive push in this one, coupled with 20 turnovers. What did you see in this one?
Well, first of all, I think it's above 95%. Our road wins are above 95% when we out-rebound, out-free throw, and then we've got some other targets. One in particular that we met today, in terms of, and it's not a defensive target. It's above 95%. So if you told me before the game, this is what you're going to do, and oh, by the way, they're only going to make 8 threes. Man, I mean, I lost a lot of money on that bet. Because what I didn't anticipate was our high-volume turnovers, 20. And there were some controllable mistakes that were made. We gave up an offensive rebound on a free throw situation, which was timely. You know, it's easy to say, well, we didn't score the ball well. We didn't. But I'm telling you, like today's loss goes back to one simple thing: 20 turnovers.
Yeah.
You can cut through all the other crap you want to cut through. It goes back to 20 turnovers. And we just talked about that. Like, you know, we gotta be better than that. Players do not intend on turning it over. They don't. But it's one of those sort of elements of the game that actually can trump almost any other positive that you have. And we were just high volume today, and that's disappointing for sure.
They killed probably some opportunities, they being the turnovers. There were at least 4 or 5 stretches where Anderson went 3 to 4 minutes without scoring.
Yeah.
And there was no interceding scoring run for Carson-Newman. Yep. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, I mean, we struggle to score, but ultimately, we could have, what do we score, 52 points?
Yeah.
They had 13 more shots than us, tied to turnovers. I mean, all you got to do is the math, dude. They've got plus 17 on turnovers.
Yeah.
So if we just have our average, you know what I'm saying? If we just get to our average, I think that we have a more realistic chance of winning the game. Is it hard to score on them? Yeah, they do a good job defensively. They do a good job, and they make finding advantage difficult. But I think that was a secondary kind of problem. The primary problem was the turnovers, the fact they could generate points off of it.
Osmar Garcia had 34 points in the meeting in Holt. You limit him to 10 today. What'd you do to make life challenging on one of the better bigs in the South Atlantic Conference?
Well, I told you we were gonna mix that up a little bit, and we decided we were gonna put pressure on him at the rim, and we used a trapping scheme, which I thought was very effective, very, very effective. I loved what we did with that, and I think it's something that could be of value against certain other opponents as we wrap up the regular season going into the tournament play.
In this game, you alluded to it, Anderson made 8 threes. That is, they're second in the conference in percentage, league leaders in volume. 3 of those threes came on heaves with the shot clock expiring.
Correct. It's the first one, Engelman's here at half court.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Sports Center moment.
Yeah. The other 2, again, scramble situations, flying to contest, but they were still, yes. I thought overall we actually guarded standard 3-point opportunities well.
Rebounding. Again, all of this is wiped out by the turnovers, but this is an Anderson team that number 2 in the league in rebound margin.
Yeah.
You win the battle on the glass, and you win that in spite of a stretch. There was a 2-minute stretch in the second half where the ball didn't leave Anderson's offensive end because of 6 offensive rebounds, and you did grab 2 defensive rebounds but turn it over on outlet passes. What can you say about the job on the glass of your team?
Like I said, I liked what we did on the glass at Wise in our last game. I liked what we did today on the glass. I think that's a nice trend as we go into the rest of February and into the postseason. So I'm pleased with that. I hope that we can show some more consistency with that because, man, there are certain boxes that need to be checked for you to win games, right? And so, like, rebounding is a really important part. Getting to the free throw line's a really important part. Limiting turn, big important part. So I'm seeing some things that make me optimistic, and I've been seeing some of these things. We won 5 of our last 6 games coming into today, and knowing today was going to be a hard game, but I really, when I saw our response the first half, I thought, man, our guys are in a good place mentally. I don't know how many times that Anderson's been down at half, but it's not been many.
No, they haven't trailed at the half at home on their win streak.
So I felt like we were in good space to start the second half.
Wrap up a 3-game road trip rivalry game on Wednesday at Lincoln Memorial. How do you process this one? Use it to get better going to Harrogate.
We were explaining to our guys, like, let's not be that team or that let's not be individuals that talk about what are the lessons from today. Let's actually name and define those lessons, and let those lessons impact improvement. You know what I mean? Let's do that. And so we were talking about some very specific things. We'll talk about some more specific things into tomorrow. But ultimately, by tomorrow, this game will be way in the rearview mirror, and everything will be based on our next game Wednesday with LMU. And, we already had a chance to play them earlier this year at the house. That they got us there. We high-volume turnover game that day. We've got to do a better job with that while also showing some consistency with the defense, with our rebounding, with our paint touch. There's some other things we got to do along with taking care of the ball going to Harrogate on Wednesday.
I think he intended this for celebration, but Doc McGraw did deliver some goodies, and we got some cookies.
Yeah, you know what?
That he wanted to share with us.
Well, here's the reality.
There's one package for you, one package for me.
We didn't win on the scoreboard, but I saw a lot of winning things today.
So I'm guessing this is a red velvet cookie.
I'm intrigued by it. I'll call it the blood cookie.
The blood cookie.
Well,
that was good.
Right. How about it?
Doc does some good work with his baked goods.
Give that back. You got one back, boy.
You got one.
No. Our generosity is very limited.
Yes. But we'll enjoy these, and thanks to Doc for drowning our sorrows in cookies today.
Doc came through the clutch. These may have tasted a smidge better with a W, but still they're elite. And he's a man of many talents. And cooking cookies and cooking barbecue are two that I have experienced personally from his table. So thank you to Doc McGraw.
All right, Chuck, pleasure. We'll talk Wednesday in Harrogate. Oh,
Right, Kev.
I caught you mid-bite.
Right, Kev.
All right. That's head coach Chuck Benson. We'll wrap things up on the Domino's post-game report with a check of the scoreboard. Carson-Newman baseball completes the series sweep of Cedarville, 23-4 in the final game of the doubleheader. Tom Griffin's group is 5-0. Colton Kaysen, one hit shutout in 4 innings to move to 2-0 on the season. Carson-Newman had 12 different guys driving a run. Braxton Smith went 4 for 4 with 2 runs batted in. On the hoops hardwood, Wingate beats Lincoln Memorial 79-72. The Bulldogs rally in that one. They were down by 6 in the first half, but they get up as many as 17 after halftime to pick up a win by shooting 50% from the field. LMU only 36% from the field in that one. How about the Coker Cobras? Winners of 2 in a row. Coker 75, Mars Hill 69. Mars Hill just shoots 39% from the field. Coker out-rebounds them, and Xavier Moultrie goes for 20 to give the Cobras a win over the Lions. Newberry unable to hold serve at home against Emory and Henry. Corbin Dixon 23, Crawford 21. Wasp win that one 85-72. Over at Catawba and Goodman Gym, the Indians a 93-76 win over Tusculum, shooting 48% from the field. Both teams shoot 30 free throws in a foul fest, a combined 45 fouls in that one, but Catawba wins by 17. And then Lenore-Rhine has got some separation. It was tight early. And, in fact, Wise led by 9 at the break, but Lenore-Rhine 55 points in the second half. They've outscored Wise 55-35 after halftime, and they lead the Cavaliers at Schuford Arena with a minute left in the second half, 91-80. Our next presentation of Carson-Newman Athletics comes your way on, tomorrow, on Sunday, at the Big Region Challenge. Carson-Newman softball opens up the season against Glenville State at noon before playing Concord at 4 p.m. Matt Scalzo has that one, or those two, at cneagles.com/live. And then that tournament wraps up on Monday at 10 and noon against the Converse Valkyries for some Carson-Newman softball. Carson-Newman baseball's in action at Tusculum on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Andrew Rogers has that call. And then we are back at it with Carson-Newman basketball on Wednesday in Harrogate. Women's game at 5:30 against the Rail Splitters. Men's game at 7:30. 5:15 airtime from Tex Turner Arena. For my counterpart for the women's game, Andrew Rogers, as well as Jay Adams running the show back inside of Network Control, I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us. Once again, the final score from the Abney Center, it is Anderson 60, Carson-Newman 52. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. Until then, have a pleasant rest of your Saturday, and good night from the Electric City.
You've been listening to the Domino's Post-Game Report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee fueling the Burt Tarr Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagles Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Andrew Rogers, Ian Johnson, Jay West, Brianna, She's Just a Girl DeCrow, and Matt Scalzo. I'm staff announcer Ernie Anderson. A special thanks to Carson-Newman and University President Dr. Charles A. Fowler. Stay tuned to these stations for information on our next presentation of Carson-Newman basketball. In the meantime, visit cneagles.com for recaps, highlights, and interviews from today's game. This is the Eagles Sports Network.